good morning, and welcome. Good morning, and welcome. I am Jari with Tire Mom School Digital on a journey towards financial freedom through digital marketing. And today, this live is going to be absolute fire. We are going to be talking about batching content, which will allow us to remain consistent. Roxanne, good morning. Batch creating content in this space, it is vital. It is so important. So I have some tips for you guys. I'm just gonna wait a little bit and make sure and see that others join so that I can get this started, and we can talk about why batch creating content in your digital marketing journey is vital, is important to allow you not only to stay consistent, but to save you time and frustration. Like, it's just that simple, right? It's just that simple. So good morning, everyone. Mia, thank you for my bona. Thank you. Welcome and good morning. Like I said, today we will be talking all things batch creating content part 1, because I am gonna break it down into 2 parts. Thursday I will be doing part 2. So I'm gonna break down why batch creating content is important, what is content batching, mindset shifts, right? Treating your business like a business, not a hobby, right? Defining your content pillars to make your batch creating content that much more easier, brainstorming content ideas, outlining your content so that you can be ready to batch create content in batches, time management and productivity tips, and the benefits of batching your content. So that is everything that we are going to go over today. I'm just going to wait a little bit before I start this session, just to kind of like give people time to join. Norma, good morning, right? To give people time to join, but then we can most certainly dive in. In the meantime, if you have any questions about anything digital marketing, if you have any questions about, if you're struggling and you need some clarity, please ask away. And I will be more than happy to answer that for you and give you some direction. So good morning, Nora. How's it going? Norma, good morning. Sorry, I said your name wrong. Norma, good morning. How is everyone doing this Tuesday? I hope everyone also took the time to write down their goals. Beauty724, good morning. Remember what I said, the importance, right, of setting goals and not only to allow you to stay consistent. Thank you so much for my heart, me, but to kind of like really keep you accountable. So I hope you set your goals for the week. And then Friday we can come and we celebrate whatever you accomplished for the week. So welcome. Digital Boss Society, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yes, received the email. Thanks. Awesome. Does anybody have any questions for me? Please do ask away before we get started. Take advantage. All I'm going to say is that this is going to be a really good live. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. I was impressed by the information when I was taking my notes for this live. I was like, okay, girl, I see you. I feel like, I come out here and I talk about and I stress the fact, Jolie, good morning. I come out here and I stress the fact, right, that staying consistent, right, is a big part of this business, right? But sometimes we don't feel like showing up. That is the reality. Because maybe, did you see them? Did I see what? Did you see them? Did you send me the email? Oh my God. Wait, let me see. Let me check my phone 1 second. Pause. I'm checking my email right now. I just got it. Hold on. Okay. Wait a second. It's loading. Oh no. I'm getting unsupported file when I try to open it. Hold on, let me try again. 1 second. I'm getting unsupported file when I try to open it. I don't know why. Robbie, thank you so much for the follow. Let me just see. I'm gonna download and then maybe try opening it, opening there and see what happens. Maybe that might work. Let me just see. Okay. Do you have to do, oh, I have to do it on the computer. Okay. Awesome. So if I have to do it on the computer, I'm going to have to do it then after the live, but it allowed me at least to load them. Okay. So I'll do it on the computer then. I can't wait to see them. Thank you so much, Kim. Good morning. Like I said, good morning, everyone. Jolie, thank you so much for sending that in. I will most certainly do that the minute I jump off this live. I'm going to grab my computer and take a look at them. Lorraine, buenos dias. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so I'm just going to break down one more time. I'll give you a sneak peek on your message. Yes, please do. Yay. Please do. You have my IG because I know TikTok doesn't allow you to send pictures. But if you send me one of the sneak peeks on IG, I can definitely see it there because we are allowed to send videos or images on Instagram. Oops, I should have never said the whole word, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm just going to break down one more time what we're going to be going over today. Buenos dias, Lorraine. Okay, so we are going to go over, right, batch creating content part 1, right? Today we are doing part 1, and then Thursday we are going to be doing part 2. So in today's live, we are going to discuss what batch creating content is, why batch creating content is important, right? Mindset shift, right? Treating your business like a business, right? Not a hobby. Defining your content pillars to make your batch creating content that much more easier. April, good morning. Brainstorming content ideas, outlining your content, creating content in batches, right? Time management and productivity tips, and the benefits of batching your content. Okay, so all you have to do today, your business, right, is to tap that screen. Mrs. Elise, good morning, because I am literally going to be preaching. And then, of course, I wanted to do something different. So, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of context on the background that I created, right? So that's me, right? I created a picture of the background is just me, taking a picture, a selfie of myself, right? And this is just for you guys to just kind of like have a little bit of an idea that when you batch create content, you can make it fun and unique to you, right? So when I batch create content on the weekends, I want to be ready. So my tripod, right? I grab my tripod, I grab my notebook, right? My planner with the content ideas or kind of like the market research that I did. So I know what kind of videos I'm going to be creating. Of course, can't forget the coffee, right? My phone, right? And then a little bit of lipstick, a little bit of lip gloss, chapstick, a little bit of mascara to look a little bit alive. And then you have your computer, right? If you want to start editing right there or kind of like crafting idea, that is mainly what I wanted to do, right? And we can't forget the pink because you already know that your girl is a pink fanatic. Noemi, good morning. How's it going? So that is exactly what we are going to be. No, I am just getting started. You are good. I am just getting started. I was just kind of like breaking down the topic for today, which is batching your content, right? So just waiting. I was just going to wait a few minutes to allow a couple of individuals to join that really need this live. And if you happen to miss it, it's fine. Any teaching style lives that I do will go up on my YouTube channel. Okay. Right? Okay, and that's not all, Noemi. Today we are doing part 1 of batching your content, and then Thursday we are doing part 2. So before I start, does anybody have any questions for me? Anything at all? Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Hey, love hope all is well. I love it. I love it. Let me know if anyone has any questions. If not, I can get started. Let me just take a sip of my water. Jolie, Carolina, good morning. Okay. Remember, all you need to do is tap that screen, look at the IG. Okay. So I am on the phone, Jolie, on the phone that my IG is. So if I go look at it, it's gonna pause the live. So I'm gonna have to wait. Thank you so much for my heart me. But I promise you, at the minute I get off, I will go check. I'm loving your background. I need to learn these things. Listen, all I did yesterday, right? Because I'm gonna be teaching you how I normally get inspired to batch create content. I grabbed a blank wallpaper from Canva, right? And I took this picture yesterday, actually, right? While I'm in the office, right? I took that picture. I went ahead and removed, are you recording? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will be adding this live to YouTube, to my YouTube channel. Right? So I went ahead and I removed the background of this specific image, right? Because I just wanted to kind of like put all these things around this. So I put my coffee, my planner, the tripod, right? To give you the vibes of, things that you can use when you batch create content. This is at least how I kind of like prep for my batch creating content. You don't have to do the same, right? You might just need a chair. You might just need somewhere to sit or your working station. But it's just to kind of like give you an idea and to make it fun and cutesy, of course. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for sending Lorraine those prayers. Okay, since no one has any questions, again, please tap away and let's get this started. So again, in today's live, we are going to focus and talk about batch creating content part 1. Okay, so the power of planning and strategy. Okay, so what is batch creating content? Okay, so batch creating content in digital marketing is important because it allows you to efficiently, thank you so much for my GG, Lorraine, thank you. Right? Batch creating content in digital marketing is important because it allows you to efficiently produce a large volume of content at once. Okay, which helps maintain consistent posting frequency, save time, plan your content, strategize better, and ultimately improve your brand's online presence by delivering valuable content to your audience regularly without overwhelming your schedule. Okay, so this message right here is for my beginners, or if you feel like you're a beginner, then this is for you as well, right? If this is your first time batching content, I want you to get one thing straight, right? It sounds much more complicated than what it really is, okay? So here's how to get started with batching content, right? Like an expert or like a content creator that has been doing this for years. Number 1, I want you to slow it down. Batching stops you from rushing your content because you are actually going to really think thoroughly, right? You're going to do your market research before you do your batching. You do your recordings for your batching your content, right? So most times, rush content isn't good content, right? I say this all the time. Buenos dias, hola Lisa. I prefer a good quality video over quality over quantity any given day, right? That's me. That's my theory, okay? Your target audience can tell when you haven't put thought into the video, post, or recording your content, right? That's why I say when you are getting ready to post a content, right? Or you are thinking about posting content, I want you to really think. I want you to sit down. Brittany, good morning. I want you to sit down and think. What are you trying to teach, right? What message are you trying to relay with this? Buenos dias. What message are you trying to relate with this piece of content, right? Are you storytelling? Are you speaking, friend, good morning? Are you speaking directly to your persona? What is it? Sit down. Are you trying to be funny? Are you trying to educate? Those are things that I want you to think about, okay? So stop scrambling to create content the day of, okay? Or even the week of. I want you to plan ahead to ensure all your bases are covered, okay? Grand Rising. Nothing is worse than putting something out and realizing an essential piece of information like an image or certain step is missing, or oh my God, that was not what I wanted to relate. That is very important, okay? After people already saw it, that's it, you're done, right? I'm just gonna give an example. This is when just a quick example. Remember, Lorraine, when you posted that video and then you realized that your lashes were like, you know what I mean? But then you kind of like turned it. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for my heart me. Then you turned it into something funny. That is what I mean. For us to really, take the time to kind of like, what are we trying to get out of this, right? And again, batch creating content reduces procrastination while increasing your productivity, okay? Is what we should be airing out for content batching, good quality content, because we've already done our research. We smash lashes, right? So that was like the perfect example. So I had to like throw it out there, right? So that is what I mean, right? We need to like really sit down and analyze, okay? Content batching also makes unplugging easier since you'll always have content in your camera roll, right? Like I said, right, I haven't batch create content, I want to say in like 3 weeks, right? Every weekend I would take an hour or two, do my market research, and then just like batch create for a really long time. Not for a really long time, but just like do videos, change my shirt, and then just create videos of me around the house doing whatever. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for my team bracelets. Okay, let me just see. Good morning from FYP. Listen to you for a minute before coming in. Educate me. Girl, I'm always educating, so I got you. Right? So that is now, because I have so much content, that because I tell you all the time, thank you for my rose, that we are going to be working smarter, not harder. Marianne, good morning. So our business is to really focus and align, right, our strategies, right? If we want to focus, instead of just like every day just stressing about, oh my God, what kind of content I'm going to do today. No, I'm going to teach you really how to batch create content to ease up and focus on other things that really matter. Like maybe working on your email campaign, maybe setting up your store correctly, maybe reviewing some of the modules inside the course. Good morning, right? That is what I mean, right? Batch creating content is going to allow you to focus on other things that are more important, okay? How long should the videos be? It all depends, Jolie, right? It all depends. My videos, I try to keep my videos under 10 seconds unless I am doing a talking videos. If it's a talking video, I try not to go over 2 minutes, okay? I try not, because people have a hard time just like the attention span, right? So if I'm doing a talking video, I try to keep it under 2 minutes, right? And if I'm doing B-roll or any sorts of educational video, I try to keep it, like very short and sweet, straight to the point, okay? I hope that makes sense. I've always been told the app only pushes videos you record on the app. How do you batch like that? Okay, you can literally, caramba, my fingers. Thank you. Good morning, Dylan. Okay. I have been told the same, Jen, but, right, I'm a rebel. I don't always listen to the gurus because sometimes the gurus are not right, okay? So you can create batch content and then just save them in your draft, right? But for me, I like to edit my videos personally in Canva and in CapCut, right? So, and my videos perform well. They really do. The thing is that when you are a beginner and you start a new account, the app wants you to use their app for everything. They want you to record in the app. They want you to edit in the app. So if you're a beginner that just started a brand new account, I say for sure, go for it, right? But if you are spitting good quality videos, like really good quality videos, if you're educating, it's straight to the point, right? Your videos are going to get pushed regardless. Okay. So just think about that as well. Right. Okay. So when you're ahead of the game, you have time to do other things, right? Like relaxing, taking a break, not glued to your phone. You'll even be able to focus your energy and explore on new things that you want to work on your business. Okay. Let me just make sure I don't miss any comments. Awesome. Okay. So why batch creating content is important in your journey, right? Batch creating content allows you to work smarter, not harder, right? It eliminates the constant pressure of having to create content daily, okay? It gives you more time to engage with your audience, build connection, and focus on other tasks for your business and activities, right? Consistent content output helps the algorithm favor your account and increase visibility because you are, again, consistent with spitting out content, right? It helps avoid burnout by creating with intention, not desperation, okay? And let me just give you an example. Instead of waking up every day thinking, what am I going to post today? Batching lets you have 30 days of content ready to go so you can focus on showing up and serving your audience, okay? Okay, so let's get this started. What is content batching, right? Content batching is literally creating multiple pieces of content in one sitting to stay ahead, right? Like I told Odalisa, because Odalisa was telling me, I don't know what kind of content to create, right? I don't know. I told her, stop overthinking this. It's not that complicated, right? This is one thing that I do, right? Let's just say that I'm cooking. I would literally just put the phone to record me as I am cooking. And then I cut and I grab that video. Can you repeat that? Of course. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so batch creating content, right? It allows you to create multiple pieces of content in one sitting to stay ahead, right? So batching helps shift your brain from reactive mode to proactive mode in your business, right? Content batching is like meal prepping. Instead of cooking every day, you set aside time to prepare everything at once, right? And then an example, I'm going to give you an example, right? Filming 10 TikTok videos in one day versus scrambling to film one video every morning, okay? This method helps you maintain quality while saving time, okay? Is that what you wanted me to repeat? Or did you want me to repeat, instead of you waking up every day thinking, what am I going to post today? Batching lets you have 30 days of content ready to go so that you can focus on showing up more and serving your audience. And again, guys, this live is going to be on my YouTube channel, okay? Perfect. Any questions before I go to number 2? Ask away. No questions? Okay. So number 2, mindset shift. Okay. Treat your content like a business, not a hobby. We actually touched a little bit on this because a lot of people don't show up regularly, right? Because they just like focus on their business whenever they have time, and then they expect to get earnings, right? Or get reimbursement or make money when they are not taking this serious, right? And what I love is the honesty that they actually tell me, like, well, I'm not consistent. You know what I mean? Well, that is the problem, So why is mindset is the foundation of everything in business? Okay, you guys know, if you guys know me and have been following me for a while, you know that I always preach that consistency and mindset is absolute everything in this space, okay? A hobby mindset, it's going to say, I'll post when I feel inspired, right? And then a CEO mindset, it's going to say, I show up consistently because I run a business. Hey, 10K, period, right? So a CEO mindset is also going to show up when they don't want to show up, right? Because they are treating this like a business, right? Today, I'm going to be very honest. Today, I did not want to show up. I woke up with a headache, right? So, and sometimes when you have a headache, you know, you can't focus, right? You just like all over the place. But because I already told you guys, right? You guys are my accountability partner, that I was going to show up. And because I take my business very serious, here I am. Right? So you have two options. Either you're going to treat this as a hobby, but I don't want to hear you complaining, or you're going to treat this like the CEO that you are of your business and you're going to take it serious. Okay? Okay, so batching content forces you to plan ahead and operate with intention. Okay, Priscilla, good morning, right? How creating content in bulk helps remove emotion and excuses from the process, right? And I'm not telling you, let's just say that you are feeling inspired. Sometimes if my hair is done nice and I have a cute outfit, I'm going to say, ooh, today is the perfect day to create content, right? You don't have to have a plan right there if it just sparked you to create content, right? All you have to do, good morning. Yes, I followed you guys. Make sure you are following Priscilla on her new account, please. Let's support her, right? So what I would do is I would just grab my laptop, right? And I would just I would just record myself, in multiple areas of my house, right? Please, that would be incredible. Of course. So I would just go to the living room and I would record myself like on my laptop, maybe on my phone. And then I would sit down in my dining table, right? I'll just sit there with my phone, maybe writing, on a notebook, taking notes, right? Just create pieces of content, right? And then just leave them there in your camera roll to edit later. Thank you so much for the follow, right? I'm giving you ideas. When I tell you guys that I create content out of everything. Okay, out of everything, right? I could be driving. I have a tripod, like one of those suction tripod in the car. If you're driving and you are just feeling inspired, put that to record, right? I just let it record, right? And then when I stop to my destination, I'll just like stop the video and then leave it and crop little videos out of that long video. I'll just crop what I want. Right? That is what batch creating content is. You guys make it seem, Sir Mally, good morning, like it's that complicated, but it's not, okay? And once you get the hang of it, you're going to say, damn, I wish I did that later. Or thank you so much, Jaddy, because now, I can focus on other things that truly matter, okay? So I'm going to give you an example. Even on the days you don't feel like showing up, your content is already scheduled and working for you. Right? So let's just say that I'm not inspired. Okay. Do you store your batches content in Canva? So the content that I create in batches are normally in my camera roll. Once I cut the pieces that I want, Noemi, then I will load them into Canva and into CapCut to edit, to add whatever features, the text on screen, whatever I want to add. Happy Tuesday. Is that called B-roll content? So B-roll content is content that you create with words on screen on the side. B-roll content is you doing whatever it is, right? You could be cooking. You could be outside playing. You can be, baking. And you just put the text on screen. That's what B-roll content is. Lorraine. Lily, good morning. Okay. So let me give you a quick example. Even on days, again, that you don't feel like showing up, your content is already doing the work for you, right? Because you took the time, right? And if a video performs really good, why are you trying to reinvent the wheel, right? I would use that same video because if you edit in CapCut or if you edit in Canva, that video stays there. Like it stays there. So all you have to do is duplicate that video, remove the elements that you use from the original video, right? And then just reuse the video. It's literally that simple. What do you mean use the same video? Okay. When when if I see that I had a video from my old account that got 28K views, right? So if you see that that worked well, I would literally just recreate that same video, either with a different background, a different video, and the same exact text on screen or whatever you use, I would reuse it. Okay, so an example, Priscilla. Let's just say I posted a video and that video went viral. It performed very well. Okay. I have two options. I am either going to use the same exact video and then just maybe change the colors of the words or just change a little bit of the hook, but use the same exact video. So what I'm going to do is, because I do a lot of my videos in CapCut, right? And in Canva, all you have to do is duplicate that video, remove the text on screen, right? And you are using the same video, because the video, you're going to keep the original untouched, right? But by duplicating it, it'll allow you to edit that same exact video. Does that make sense? I just made my first video yesterday, so I'm super new to creative. And it's going to take time. Guys, it's going to take time. I don't want you to feel like you are going to start creating videos and you're going to know exactly what you're going to do. Okay? Let me just give you an example. If you guys scroll all the way down to my TikTok, to this account, you are going to see how bad my videos were. But it took me to continuously edit myself and then I relied a lot on YouTube. Like I would just watch tutorial videos and kind of like walk through and do it myself while I would be watching the video on my iPad. And then I just got better and better and better. Okay. Because remember, practice makes perfect. If you really want to learn how to really be good at editing videos, you need to be practicing. Okay. But you're not just, if you're not a photographer or somebody that is in the photography business or editing business, you are not a videographer. You're not going to know these things, right? You have to learn. You have to teach yourself, right? Okay, no, TikTok actually is partnered with CapCut, so you are good. Okay, you are good. If you are, like I said earlier when I jumped on, if you have a new account, if you want, right, you can create your videos inside the app, right, and edit them inside the app. But once you start getting the traction that you want, you can literally record, edit your videos wherever you want, and that would be fine. Okay. Create and post TikTok pushes out new account. Yes. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, so back to this. Okay, remember this mantra, right? Discipline creates freedom. Okay, discipline creates freedom. Okay, how to overcome the I don't feel like it mindset by building systems instead of relying on motivation. Okay, that I can say that relates to a lot of us, right? Because that was me at one point. I don't want to show up, right? Because I was at that point where I didn't know what kind of content. I didn't know anything about content pillars, so I didn't want to show up. It was a stressor for me, okay? So how are we going to get rid of that mindset, right? I want you to start visualizing, right? Picture your future business in 6 months, right? From now, if you show up consistently versus only when you feel like it, right? That's how you're going to shift your mindset, by just visualizing. Okay, you see yourself like very succeeding, like getting the engagement that you want. Maybe you visualize yourself going live, being a badass. Like, you know what I mean? One thing that you are always going to hear from me is to be very delusional. Okay, delusional is the Salulu period. Okay, be delusional with me. I am very delusional, okay? Because when you are delusional, it kind of like just gives you that drive to push forward to make sure you get there, okay? So think about it, right? What would be the highest version of you, right? Do it when, just think about that and write it down. Write it down. Ebony, good morning. Write it down. And then again, be very delusional, okay? Please hold. I just need a sip of my water. Okay. So now let's talk about defining your content pillars. Again, great day, good morning, Delulu period, right? One thing, if you are somebody that has been following me for a while, I think I talk about content pillars either every other week or every week. You guys are going to catch me talking about content pillars, right? Why? Because content pillars are so important and are going to save your life and make your journey that much more easier when it comes to, figuring out what kind of content you are going to be creating, right? So what are content pillars? Okay. Content pillars are topics, themes, right? You want your brand to be known for, right? So it could be 3 to 5 main topics you want to, you want to create around your business to allow you to keep consistent, right? Because I thought, right, give another story, right? I thought that I just had to come out here and talk about my product, right? This is at the beginning of my journey, right? Before I had a strategy, when I was struggling. So I was out here just creating content, promoting a product. I was telling people what I was learning inside the product, why they needed the product. So at that point, after I identified what and I learned what content pillars were, I understood that, Pearl, good morning, that my only content pillars was promote. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, right? The only content pillar I was using was the promotional content pillar, right? Because I was only talking. So I was literally shoving a course down people's throat, right? So then it took me a while to understand what content pillars were. And once I identified them, now I have a mixture of things that I wanted to create. So I'm going to give you an example. My content pillars are engage, entertain, educate, and promote. So under engage, I would do polls, I would do Q&As, quotes, affirmations, right? And under entertain, I would talk about my story, behind the scenes, right? I would talk about those things, right? Memes that are trending that I would kind of correlate back to my journey. Under educational content, I can educate people about how the digital marketing industry is going to be worth billions and trillions by 2026, right? And I'm sorry, trillions by 2030. Okay. And then under promotional, you're talking about your product, right? You are talking about what people have to say about the product, right? Testimonial. So that is what content pillars are. You don't need 3 to 4. You can have just a few, but for me, 4 works perfectly. Okay. Let me just pause so that I can read the comments. I thought TikTok doesn't like when you reuse content. You are going to hear from big creators that say this all the time. Why do you need to feel like you need to reinvent the wheel? If something is working, why are you not gonna repeat what's working? You know what I mean? You just have to not repeat it exactly the same way. That's why I recommend either changing the words, maybe adding a different video in the background, or maybe just changing one word in the hook, but just reuse it or do it again. Thank you so much for the follow, right? Can I give you what I think my content pillars are and give me feedback? That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Change yes, that too. That's very important. Change the music as well. Change the music as well. So that, it doesn't look like a dupe. I agree. Thank you. Thank you, Lorraine. Right? So while I wait for Priscilla to drop her content pillars, right? Content pillars are 3 to 4 main topics you can create content around to keep you consistently, right? So why do content pillars matter? Tap, tap, tap. Thank you, Dalisa, right? So they matter because they give your brand a clear identity, right? They help you avoid feeling scattered or posting random content, and they help you attract the right audience to your page, right? And how to choose your content pillars, right? So how are you going to define your content pillars? Cian, good morning. I want you to sit down and I want you to ask yourself, what are the top 3 to 5 things I want to be known for? Okay. Good morning. That's what I want you to ask yourself, right? And use ChatGPT to help you also come up with your content pillars, okay? What problems does my audience need help with, okay? Okay, so she said my unexpected pregnancy, mom life, courses I'm taking, God, products I'm making, being a jail girlfriend. Okay. Those are not content pillars, Priscilla. Those are topics that you want to talk about. Let me just say, under my expected pregnancy, mom life, let's see, and being a JO girlfriend, those are all those will all fall under the entertainment, storytelling content pillar. Okay. And then courses that you're taking, that would be considered a promotional content pillars. Okay. So that would be a topic that you would talk about under your promotional content pillar, promote content pillar, right? And then God would be a faith that could also fall under entertainment, because that's your story, that's you, right? And it could also be inspirational under the inspirational or faith-based content pillar. Okay, I'm understanding. So, okay, let me just explain them. Let me just explain it a little bit more, right? So let me just simplify it for you, right? Content pillars, right? Does SWC have a class on this? They don't, but my module does hit and talk about content pillars. I had to respond to, sorry, what are content? Of course, I can. Okay. So content pillars are themes and topics you want your brand to be known for. Okay. That's simple. So why are content pillars important, right? Because when you identify your content pillars, you have a variety of content that you can talk about, right? So if does any course talk on it? Not that I know of, but it's fine. Like, I'm going to explain it to you, right? And like I said, you have SWC. When my module drops, I actually hit on what content pillars are. I talk about it, right? But you can do your research, and then you can ask ChatGPT, right? For free. You can use the free version and say, hey, ChatGPT, I am a stay-at-home mom, right? And I want for you to help me identify, I would like 3 to maybe just say 3 to 5 content pillars for your brand to make your content creation that much easier. So when you do that, right? ChatGPT, you're going to have to tell it. The more information you give it, the easier it's going to be, right? For them to give you good information. So you're going to tell them what, like, you're a stay-at-home mom, right? You can tell them what you just wrote to me, right? Your girlfriend you're a JO girlfriend, right? You're pregnant, you unexpectedly found out you were pregnant, just give it information, and then allow ChatGPT to brainstorm what content pillars they think you should be using. Because I cannot tell you what content pillars you can use, because I don't know your brand. You know what I mean? I can only come out here and educate you on my content pillars and educate you on why content pillars is important. And then you decide and you craft what you think your content pillars will be. But definitely, ChatGPT can help you with that. Okay. Okay, perfect. List 3 to 5 motivational, educational, promotional. Let me just throw this out there. If you are in the make money, wealth, right, niche, right? If you are a person that is reselling on a course or, an affiliate for a course, you are going to, promotional is one of your content pillars. Because you're going to be talking about a product, right? And it doesn't have to be that you are reselling a course. It could be that you are talking about a product that you created yourself. You still need the promotional content pillar. Educational, for me, it is a must-have, right? Because when you come out here and you educate, that's where you build those genuine connections. So an educational content pillar for me was a non-negotiable. Like, I needed that content pillar because I wanted to build that authority, be that authority figure for my audience. So how was I going to, be that authority figure? Thank you so much for my gem gun, Jolie. I was, by me serving my audience. And when I serve my audience, right, I build that trust factor with them. Okay. So those two for me were like, it's like at the top. Okay. Good morning, Chris. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Of course. Have a great day. Yes, but thank you for teaching the how to. Of course. Like I said, here to serve you. Okay. So again, right? So again, why do they matter, right? Content pillars matter, right? Because they give your brand a clear identity, right? And they help you avoid feeling scattered or posting random content, because once you identify your content pillars, you're going to know exactly what kind of content to be spitting out, right? And they attract the right audience, okay? So how to choose your content pillars? Again, ask yourself, what are the top 3 to 5 things that I want to be known for? Okay, what problems does my audience need help with, right? So I'm going to give you an example, right? So let's just say I am a digital marketing coach, right? Pillar number 1 could be TikTok growth strategy, right? So that could be educational, right? Selling digital products, that would be a promotional, right? Live selling plus monetizing, right? That could be another educational. Mindset and motivation, right? That would be another pillar that I can come out here and I talk about. And then behind the scenes and personal brand, that would be an entertainment content pillar, okay? So, right, just write down what you think you want to be known for, and then let ChatGPT do the brainstorming for you, okay? Exactly. And again, guys, this live is going to be in my YouTube channel in case you need to go back and just like kind of like brainstorm or just like write it down. Okay. Dawn, good morning. Okay. So brainstorming content idea, right? The goal here is to brain dump as many content ideas as possible without overthinking. Okay, so let me just give you a step-by-step process, right? Take each pillar, right? Take each pillar. Let's just say you have 4 pillars, just like me, right? Let's say I'm going to take each pillar and I'm going to write them down, right? And then I am going to, under each pillar, I'm going to write down 10 content ideas under each. I'm going to rewatch. And good morning, Cassie. Of course. Like I said, that's why I'm adding them. Thank you so much for my heart meat. That's why I'm adding them to my YouTube channel for you guys to go back and rewatch. Okay. So these are the questions that you are going to ask yourself, right? Okay. So what questions does my audience ask the most? Okay. This is you doing market research again. And I want you to really ask yourself these questions. So like that, when you are brainstorming, you know exactly what to write down under each content pillar. Yes, I am. Wait a minute. Let me just flip my camera because I want you to see how cozy I am. Cassie gifted me this sweater. It's pink, very pinksy, very demure. So of course I am sitting here very cozied up. So thank you, babe. Thank you. Just had to throw that out there. Okay. The sweater looks beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So again, I want you to ask yourself these questions before you, thank you guys. Thank you. Before you strategize and you write them down. What questions does my audience ask the most? It could be that you yourself were asking. Think about what you were asking yourself when you started this business. Okay, think about those things, because 9 out of 10 beginners are thinking the same thing. Okay, what mistakes is my audience making? Okay, they're not consistent. Thank you. Right, they're not consistent, right? They're not, showing up regularly. They have the wrong mindset. Those are all things you need to be writing down. Okay, let me pause. Thank you for my team bracelets and my roses so that I can read the comments. Can you show us, whenever you get a chance, how to batch content? As soon as I'm done preaching, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna bring you guys around my house to give you an example. Okay, so actually after this, I'm gonna brainstorm, right? So again, what mistakes is my audience making? What do I wish I knew when I started, right? What myths can I debunk in my niche? Okay, one second. Other than asking yourself, what questions do you have? How can you go to social media and find out what are people asking? So the easiest way to do that, Priscilla, is if you go on YouTube. Tamara, good morning. If you go on TikTok on the search button, I want you to write down make money online. I want you to write down MRR. As soon as you pull that up, you're going to see the top videos, right? And then in the middle, when you scroll down, you're going to see a section that says others ask for. When you see the others ask for, thank you so much, Jolie, from my gem gun. When you see what others ask for, that is exactly what you want to grab and you want to create content on. To create a list of questions. You know what I mean? That is exactly what you want to do. So let's just say that you are a stay-at-home mom. I want you to go search stay-at-home moms and see what stay-at-home moms are searching for, right? You scroll down after you see the top videos that are trending for stay-at-home moms. And then in the middle, there's going to be a section that says, others ask for. That is the content gap that you want to be creating content on, okay? Exactly. Make a Google sheet with all these questions. 100%. One of the and I'm gonna get to that. Let me just finish this so I can get to that. Okay. So let me just give you an example. If one of your pillars is educational, and under educational, you want to show people TikTok growth strategy, you are going to teach people under this how to reset your TikTok algorithm, right? You can talk about 3 mistakes stopping your videos from going viral. You can discuss how to find trending sounds, trending audios on TikTok. These are all things that you can be teaching people under that pillar, under that educational pillar, and under that topic itself, right? Best times to post for engagement, right? How under the best time, you need to look at your analytics for that, right? And TikTok shop strategies for beginners. You see what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Cassie. Have a wonderful day. Could it be like caregiver? That's what, yes. All you have to do is go search it, Sian, in the search bar for TikTok, right? And let me give you a tip, right? You can use TikTok search button, okay? You can use Pinterest, and my favorite, Answer the Public, to come up with these content ideas, guys. Okay, I have to drop, ladies. And thank you so much. Keep blooming yourself, Lorraine. Thank you so much for stopping by. Everyone is always asking that, okay? I get it, guys, that we overthink everything, but I promise you, it's not. I promise you, once you get the hold of things, you are going to be like, oh my God, like, it's true. Like, this is not that complicated. You know what I mean? You just need content pillars, and then under your content, and even let me just say, I used to use ChatGPT so much once I decided to take my business serious, right? I would go into ChatGPT and I would say, hey, ChatGPT, I need you, right? These are my content pillars. This is like, once I had my content pillars figured out, I would say, these are my content pillars. I need you to create a content calendar in a table format for me, right? I need a strong hook. I need a script. I need a call to action. I need hashtags, and I need SEO keywords for every content idea, right? ChatGPT has my content pillars. Now is going to give me a calendar, right? With all of this. If you don't like one of them, you could just say, I don't like idea number 5. Can you maybe switch it up to something else, right? Once ChatGPT knows your content pillars, it is going to be so easy for them to give you ideas on what kind of content you should be creating to reach your target audience, period. Okay. What is Answer the Public is another research, is another research for you to do research on, and you could use it for free, and then you can pay for it. I don't pay for it. I only use it for free. Okay. And then Pinterest, what do you mean? Pinterest, I have the Pinterest app, so you go and you just research a topic, and it's going to give you a bunch of information. You know what I mean? So once you have your content pillars identified, go into Pinterest and put that content pillar and see what kind of ideas. But again, right, use ChatGPT. You don't need to be using third parties or other things when ChatGPT can literally be doing that research for you. You just need to start by identifying what your content pillars are. Okay? What's the other one you mentioned besides? Of course, Carolina. So I said TikTok search button, Pinterest, and Answer the Public. So I said, give me a strong hook, right? call to action, caption, hashtags, and SEO keywords. Okay? Thank you, Jolie. Thank you. Yes. So you need to be using it as such. Okay. So now I'm going to pause. Just keep tapping that screen. Now I'm going to pause and I am going to turn. Thank you so much, Chris, for my rose. And I am going to turn this off and I'm just going to give you an idea of how I would batch create content. 1 second. Let me just flip my camera. Turn this off. Okay. So, hi, Julie. It might be too early for me, but what kind of content? Thank you so much. Thank you for my crystal dreams. It might be too early for me, but what kind of content pillars are we talking about? Okay. So I am just talking about batch creating content, artists, right? And again, if you missed it, I'm going to add this live into my YouTube channel. So I'm just saying how identifying your content pillars is going to make your batch creation that much more easier. Okay, but you need to identify your content pillars first. Okay, so now let me just take you guys on a I am going to be, batch creating content. Okay, so I'm gonna take my phone. I'm going to take my planner. Right, I'm going to take. That's it. Let's just go on this. I'm going to, Noemi, I hope you're paying attention, right? This is for you, okay? Okay. So I am just going to sit in my dining table, right? It's so much that I can show you guys, so I'm just gonna sit at my dining table, right? Turn the light on. This is me, right? So I'll prop it right here, right? Right? And I will literally, this is me, and the phone is literally recording the whole time, right? So I am just going to do one of me just like watching a video. I'm acting like I'm watching a video. So I'll try to hold the pose for about 7 to 10 seconds, right? So in my head, I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not that fast, but you guys get the point, right? So I'm just like here, right? And then I'll finish that, right? And then I will act another pose, right? I would act like I'm writing something. Okay, check it off, do the little smirk like, yeah, oh my God, that was funny. Okay, I hope you guys are, Okay, so that was one pose, right? That was another video. So now I am, I'm gonna act like I'm writing in my planner, right? Very focused, because you guys are like literally overthinking this. Okay, so that. So now I'm gonna act like I'm just like looking at what do I have for today? Like, what do I have going on for today? I love this, Jaddy. You know what I mean? Guys, I told you, I got you, right? So now I'm gonna act like, what does Jaddy have for today? Like, so now I'm gonna act like I'm looking at my planner and checking things off. Okay, I did that. I already showed you guys how to do 4 videos, okay? And again, the thing is just like recording, okay? Okay, done for the day, right? And then I'm gonna act like I'm just like scrolling, right? Just on my phone, just scrolling. Thank you so much, right? Thank you. You are making this so uncomplicated, guys, because it is that uncomplicated, okay? So now I'm gonna act like I'm like on my phone. 5 videos already. Hey, good morning, Wildania. Good morning. Okay, now I'm gonna act like I'm telling my friend, like, what are you waiting for? Alexia, good morning. Can you believe this? Like, yes. Oh my God, right? Very, very dramatic, right? 6 videos already. 6 videos recorded. No. Okay, pause. Okay, so now I'm gonna pause the video, right? And I'm just gonna take the tripod and I am just gonna go to the living room. Let's go to the living room, guys, now. Let's go to the living room. Okay. You guys are gonna see Miss Ivy Bell. Hopefully I don't disturb her, right? There she is sleeping. There she, oh, sorry guys, so sorry, wait. Right, okay. So now what I'm going to do, right? And when I record here in my living room, I make sure that lighting doesn't, cause you see the reflection, but it's just a quick, idea for you guys to see how long you make the videos. I do approximately 7 to 10 seconds. What would you write on the screen? Oh, wait a second. Let me just, okay. So now I'm going to sit here again and do the same thing. Act like I'm on my iPad. Act like I'm on my phone, right? Maybe sit down here and just kind of like get lost in the thought, you know, just thinking about how, you know, my life has changed because I started, you know what I mean? So that is what batch creating content is. Let me just lock the door. My son left the door unlocked. Right, baby girls? Right, baby girls? Tell them it's not that complicated. Ivy is going to tell you guys it's not that complicated. Tell them it's not that complicated. Okay, so now I'm going to go back 1 second, guys. Let me go back. And let me just put the topic. Okay. I hope that makes sense to you guys. See? So now. Okay, and let me just flip. Okay. So now you are asking what text on screen I am going to put. Okay. Hi, Ivy Bell. Okay, so the text on screen is all about what, it depends. Like, are you trying to do an educational video? Are you trying to storytell? Are you trying to, so that is, every video should have a strong hook, like a really good hook. Paige, good morning. Giovanna, good morning. Every video should have a strong hook because remember, people, their attention span is like what, 2 to 3 seconds. So when they look at your hook, they're going to decide if it's worthy for them to look at the entire video or if they want to keep scrolling. So your hook needs to be strong enough for them to stop the scroll and look at your video. Okay. So I cannot, Priscilla, tell you exactly what your text on screen is going to be, right? But once you have your content pillars identified, right? Let's just say, as a stay-at-home mom, right? If you're tired of, you know, just being at home, just being a mom, and you want to create the life that you dream of, right? Let me just give you this. You know what? Hold on. I worked with a client with the other day that is a stay-at-home mom. Let me give you one of the ideas that I gave her. 1 second. Bear with me. I need to find this email. Please hold. Where is she? Right here, strategy. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example, right? This is for one of my clients, right? I'm not going to give you everything, right? But I'm going to give you an example because this was personalized for her based on what she told me, right? So her content pillars, right? I recommended, income opportunities for stay-at-home moms, right? Mom life, making money hacks, right? Motivation and mindset, right? Educational and value driven. Those were the content pillars that I recommended for her. So let's just say I'm going to give you a controversial hook, right? Because people love controversy, okay? So you are going to create a video. It could be faceless. It could be face forward, whatever it is. And your hook is going to be, being a stay-at-home mom isn't a real job. Let me show you my bank account. If a stay-at-home mom is scrolling through your page and sees that hook, she's going to be like, wait a minute, right? So she's going to be forced to read your caption because of that controversial hook, okay? Now, let me give you an engagement boosting hook idea, right? So you can say, stop scrolling if you're a mom who needs extra cash. That's it. That's all you are going to say. She is going to be forced to read your caption to see what you have to offer her because she is tired, right? And she needs extra money. Does that make sense, Priscilla? So that's what I mean by identifying your content pillars, okay? And then once you identify your content pillars, ask ChatGPT, what are some good hooks for these content pillars that I can use? Once it gives you, it's not only going to give you content idea, but it's going to give you the direction for you to just, all you have to do is record the video, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for tapping that screen, okay? So now let's talk about outlining your content. You are most welcome, right? Once you have your ideas, the next step is to outline them, right? So why outlining saves you hours during the filming and writing process, right? Simple framework, hook, value, call to action. Again, Hook, value, call to action. Let me give you an example of this. 20K, and I'm not even done. Okay, idea. How to reset your TikTok algorithm. Somebody requested this the other day and I came and I showed them step by step, right? So your hook is going to be, is your TikTok account stuck and not getting views? Here's how to reset your algorithm in 3 simple steps, right? So value, what value are you giving them? You are giving them 3 action steps, right? And breaking it down for them in 3 simple steps, right? And then the call to action will be follow for more TikTok growth tips. Okay, that's simple, right? That right there, you are educating them. Okay, so outlining creates a game plan so you can film and write without overthinking the process. Okay, batch outline 10, like I said, 10 to 20 ideas at a time, right? To set yourself up for filming, because once you have the ideas that you want to work on, the filming process is gonna be easy. But I want you to outline first. But before you outline and before you strategize, you need to understand your content pillars, okay? Perfect. And again, and under that, the outline, I have used Google template, right? To plug and play these ideas. That's simple, okay? I promise, guys, you guys are going to be a pro in no time if you guys are literally paying attention to what I'm preaching out here, okay? Creating content in batches, right? I want you to set aside a batch creation day once a week or maybe bi-weekly, depending on for me, I can't, it's hard because I have a full-time job. I do this on the side. I'm a mom, right? So I'm always all over the place, right? So what I do is when I do batch create content is either Fridays, is either Saturdays or Sundays. I try to do my batch creation on Saturdays so that Sunday I can work on my captions. Okay. But again, I can't tell you when your batch creation day is going to be. You need to figure what day works for you. And again, I get it that I have a set scheduled day for batch creating content, but if tomorrow, like Thursday, I am going to be, I'm going to look well put together because I have to go in the office again. So you best believe that because I'm going to be looking cutesy, I am going to take advantage and I'm going to record a couple of videos that are just going to be in my camera roll for whenever I need to use them. Okay. That's simple. Okay. So break down your batching sessions, okay? Write down the captions, film, take time to edit, right? What elements you want to use for those specific videos. I'm just going to give you a breakdown, right? Especially this helped me a lot at the beginning when I was a beginner at batch creation. I would break it down into smaller steps until it became easier for me to just dedicate a couple of hours in a day to do it. So let's just say Monday, I want you to write down 15 captions. Okay, 15 captions, right? Tuesday, I want you to film those videos for those captions that you wrote. Okay, Wednesday, I want you to edit those videos, right? And add the elements, the graphics that you want. Thursday, maybe if you are familiar with scheduling on IG, right? On TikTok, you cannot schedule your content, but you can use Metricool or Hootsuite, right? Then schedule them, right? Friday, engage. Right? Go out there and engage. This is just a breakdown, but you will do what works for you. I just want to kind of like simplify it for you so that you don't overthink the process. Okay. And a little bonus tip. I want you to always film at least 2 to 3 variation of the same video. You see how I was sitting at my dining table, right? And I was like facing the camera. Maybe, the other variation would be you maybe sitting like sideways, right? And then people can see like your left side, right? Just your left side. And then another variation would be that same video, but now your right side. That's what I mean with different variation of the same video. So like that, when you change the music, right? You're going to maybe recreate the same video because it works. It kind of like matches the music, okay? Now, for time management and productivity tips, okay? Time blocking. I want you to block out 2 to 3 hours specifically for batching your content, okay? You see, I said I batch create content on Saturday sometimes. I am literally there just like in the mood. Like don't bother me, and I make sure that I am very strategic because I don't want the kids walking around the house. The only one that I don't care if she just like jumps in my video is Ivy, because people already know who Ivy is, right? So, but the kids, like, I don't want them just cutting if I'm trying to do like a talking video. You know what I mean? So I'm very strategic about the time that I am also batch creating my content. Are you doing it yourself or do you? No, I do it myself. I do it myself. Every time I ask my kids to record me, let's just say that I am at Target or at the supermarket. Every time I tell my kids, it's like, I feel like I'm asking them for too much. They're like, oh my God. You know what I mean? So I have a tripod. I lied. I have like 4 tripods. I kid you not. I kid you not. I have 4 tripods. I have one that I use to travel. I have one that has like the big lighting, right? That I use every day, not only for creating, but also for work, for good lighting. I have one now. I just got one in the mail the other day that it kind of like goes with you. So wherever you go, right, it moves with you. So it's like, yeah, I have a lot of like, tripods that they are the ones recording me. I don't use a mic, Alexis, because I am loud. I don't use a mic. Yes, I can most certainly. If you guys go into my Stan store, my Amazon storefront is there, and everything I use for content creation is there. Okay. So she has backups. Yes, I do. Thank you so much, Alexis. I sure do. I sure do have backups for backups. You know what I mean? So, okay, so I don't use a mic, Alexis, because I'm loud. But if I am doing a talking video and I want the video to kind of like for people not only to focus on me talking but on something else, I do like to use my little microphone that I got. And the amount of mini microphones that I have is crazy because I finally found the other day the pink one that is like perfect for me. Okay, so but I have like black ones, whatever it is, but you can just like clip them to your sweater. Let me just show you guys really quickly what I mean. I don't even know where my pink microphone is. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so let me just flip the camera quickly. So these microphones are really good. Like your voice sounds so clear. So I have these in black, like a bunch of these in black, but I just got them in pink. Hello, I just got them in pink. So you could just make sure that if you do buy one of these, don't talk to because it literally is loud. So I try to like talk with it right here, right? And I talk a lot with my hands, so I kind of like move the microphone, so it's weird. So if you're one of those, all you have to do is like clip it right there. And people can hear you very clear, okay? So, yeah. But if you're loud, you don't need a microphone. You don't need one. You don't need one. Okay. So let's just wrap this up. How much is it? So this one was $12.99. This set, and it comes with 2. It comes with 2. Okay. How does TikTok feel about having kids in the video and lives? They don't like that. They don't like that. So try not to. Yes, I got it from Amazon. Jenny, good morning. Okay, so again, right? Time management, time blocking, again, 2 to 3 hours, right? Specifically for content badging. You can use, like I said, apps like the Google Calendar, Trello, Notion to map out your batching schedule. I used to use Trello a lot. And then, I'm a person that I like to write a lot. So I used to use my notebook as well, right? So you want to just like take a break, but make sure that you just say, okay, these 3 hours are strictly dedicated for that, and don't allow people to interrupt you. Okay. And how are you going to overcome the perfectionism? Because that is something that is going to kick in. Mimi, good morning. People think that they need to be perfect. No, done is better than perfect. And like I said, I prefer you are out here, putting in the work than not out here at all. Okay. So energy management, batch film when your energy is high, not when you're drained, because we can literally tell. We can literally, like, we can just like feel the vibes, okay? So just make sure it's a day that you are just ready to conquer the world, okay? Okay, let me just see here. That's annoying when your main content is going to be about being a mom. What do you mean that's annoying when your main content doesn't have to be about being a mom, right? And it's just like, you got to think about it. Like, maybe you're going to be a voice for those that are waiting for you to come out here and express yourself. So I don't want you to see it like that, right? Okay. Okay, and another batch creation hack, right? It's like pre-plan your outfit, your hair, right? And if you're one of those, like, if I want to look alive, right? When I am batch creating content, all I do is I put a little bit of mascara, a little bit of blush, and a little bit of lipstick, and I'm ready. I'm just ready, you know, to look very cutesy on camera. TikTok not liking kids in you. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the reason behind that, but you know, because I don't have my kids and my kids are older, so I really couldn't really speak on that, but I've been told by other creators that TikTok does not like that. I'm going on a cruise for 4 days. Will I be able to schedule videos while I'm away? If you go research Metricool, right? I'm going to drop it for you, Nora, right here. Reply. Metricool. Metricool can post for you, right? Can post for you. Okay, so go ahead and download that app, right? And you can schedule from there. Very easy to use. If you go into YouTube, YouTube has really good tutorials on how to use Metricool. 1 second, guys. I have to open the door for my dog. She wants to go outside. I got it. Come on. Yes, and I used to use go.
Back door.
Go, mama. I used to use Metricool, and is good. Like, I had Metricool at one point post for me on YouTube, on IG, and on TikTok and on FB. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Norma. So like I said, I don't want any excuses. Oh my God. You can literally post for a month, like even, I think it's like up to 3 months, and you don't have to pay for Metricool. You can use the free version. I used to use the free version, and I used to post on all these platforms. Okay, brother, that doesn't drop your views, engagement, etc. Okay. When is your module going to be live? I am waiting for that. I'm waiting for the ladies to let me know, to review the module. I already sent them all the information. I'm just waiting to hear back. Listen, Wildania, I am as anxious as everyone is about this module dropping. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay, so last but not least, I just want to kind of like break down. Sorry, Siri. I mean, that doesn't drop your views, engagement using a posting app. No, it doesn't. I used to use it and I didn't have any issues. The point is, guys, that eventually for you to learn how to automate your system, okay? The point is, we jumped into this for freedom, not to be glued to our phone. And I promise you that once you know, like right now, I'm testing out not ManyChat. I used to use ManyChat, but now Stan Store has an automated auto DM. It's like a ManyChat, right? And I'm testing with that right now on my hooks guide. So every time people come and hook, it will send them my hook guide, right? In case they want to purchase it. So it's just like, eventually you want to automate everything so that you are not glued to your phone. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Steph. Good morning. Okay, so again, last but not least, benefits of batching content. Why is batching so beneficial, right? Contrary to some beliefs, creating good content isn't something you can always do on the fly, okay? Okay, so if you're looking to create a consistent stream of income from your content, you need to make sure you're consistently keyword, guys, consistently putting out content that adds value to your brand, okay? And batching content allows you always to have content in your funnel, in your platform, right? For your audience to see. I heard it did at some point, but didn't do research. I mean, a lot of people have a lot to say, but for me, it was working, so that's why I did it. Again, Priscilla, I cannot tell you how many videos a day you need to be posting. That would be on you. I'm more of the believer that if you only have time to do one video, you do one video. If you have time to do 3 videos, you do 3 videos. Because remember, the more you post good quality videos, the more you are going to be get that exposure that you want, right? But for the longest time, I was only posting 1 video on TikTok, and I was okay with that. As a matter of fact, I'm currently just posting 1 video on TikTok, because since I go live, I see it that way as well. Okay? Right? So a funnel is like a website, right? A funnel is like a website, right? Where you have your offer, right? I'm not a fan of funnels. Right? But a funnel is also like a storefront. So after they get comfortable with you and they start building that like trust factor, they go and they see, they research, they see what you do. You know what I mean? So that's why you always want to make sure your and I mean the funnel as in your system, everything is set up for when that does happen, when they start clicking, when they start signing up for your freebie. Okay, I know. That's why I said roughly what works for me. At the beginning of my journey, I was posting between 3 to 4 videos, but it was just me posting to say I posted. When I figured out my strategy, like what worked for me, I was only posting 1 video because that was all I can handle, and I will post in my stories as well. Okay. I like the fact that as a woman, we can switch our hair and add different lipstick and get like 5 videos. Exactly. It's that simple. Yes, artist. Yes. You know what I mean? So let's not overcomplicate things, right? Creating good content is time intensive, right? If you're balancing content creation while holding down a full-time job, right? Like a lot of us, right? Or other small business owners' responsibilities, take note from those who have been there before, okay? I don't like funnels because I'm not a techie kind of person, right? And funnels, you need to understand that when you use funnels, you need a specific funnel. Thank you so much from my heart, me, Melissa. When you use a funnel, you have to build a funnel for each product. And for me, that is very time consuming, right? Because you need to do the opt-in page, and then you have to do the offer page, and then you have to do the sales page, the thank you page. You know what I mean? So for me, Stan Store, I can just throw everything there and that's it. And don't get me wrong, I can literally, in the long run, and I can literally build a funnel inside of Stan Store. I could do that, right? Like a landing page, right? With a freebie, then it brings them kind of like leads them to an upsell or my main offer. But for now, I'm okay with just the store. Right? So once again, right? Consistent posting, consistent growth, right? It frees up time to focus on engaging with your community, right? Reduces feeling overwhelmed and decision fatigue, right? Helps you stay ahead of the algorithm, okay? More time to go live or focus on other tasks that really matter, okay? And batching content makes your brands feel more intentional and polished. Like I said, again, right? You seem like the authority figure, like you know exactly what you're talking about because you're taking the time. Right? Thank you, Melissa. Even Melissa thinks it, right? Batching content is a lifesaver, okay? And not for nothing, but batch creating content for me allowed me to stay consistent while I was recovering from surgery. Okay, you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I went through 2 surgeries. I had a surgery back in May of 2024, and then I had another one in September. I couldn't even go live, right? So I was able to remain consistent because what I did was that I strategically created a bunch of content so that while I was recovering, I had just content coming out there, and I was just available to my people on the DMs because I couldn't even talk. I had to watch my voice, right? So that is another thing why batch creating content is so powerful. You know what I mean? Yes, and we would be tired. So I completely understand, Melissa. I completely get it. And then you have no excuse. Like, you have no excuses as to why you didn't post, right? If you batch create your content. I still haven't gone live. Baby has been sick, so needs extra cuddle. Should I start out my first? Listen, I completely understand if your baby is sick, is not feeling well, but there has to be a time, and I promise you, I am not calling you out, right? But you know I'm going to keep it real, okay? When your baby is sleeping, I want you to test it out. I want you to go live, right? Your baby is, I get it that they need cuddles, but the baby is not going to be on you 24/7. So there has to be at least 30 minutes in the day that your baby is napping, that you could go to another room and you can absolutely do a faceless live. Start introducing yourself. Start talking about why you started this journey. Okay? Again, not calling you out, but I gotta keep it 1,000. I am not for the excuses anymore. Like, I need you guys to take this very serious, okay? I'm not big on my kids being, and again, if you don't want your kids being on video, perfectly fine. You can most certainly do a live faceless. I already showed you. I already taught you how to do a background, right? So you can most certainly do a background and go live. I learned in another live to plan on one day what you want to post, then record another day. You can do that too. You can absolutely do that too. You can absolutely. This is what I do, right? Before I would write down in a planner what kind of content I wanted to spit out. But again, practice makes perfect. The more I did it, the easier things got. Now I don't have to write things down. What I do is I do research on trending audios. When I listen to the audio, I already know what kind of content that audio is going to be perfect. Like under what content pillar that audience is going to thrive. That's now how I do my content creation. But I always like to have just a couple of videos in my camera roll that I can just repurpose or just use. But that's a good idea as well, Melissa. I don't know. It does. I would definitely recommend, Ardith, at least 30 minutes. Set a timer for 31 minutes and then just go live. Because if you do it under 30 minutes, it's not going to count. So I say maybe do 32 minutes, right? And then just go live. Just do it. Okay? Okay, perfect. But you know why? Because a lot of people get offended. When I come out here and I tell them exactly how it is, but I'm not going to be that. If you are really ready to see the success, you need to take this serious. You know what I mean? So I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. Okay, 1 second. Ivy's ready to come in. Any other questions for me? Come. Any other questions? Remember, going live is a big part of your business because it allows you to really build that genuine connection with your people, okay? And if you don't see, I don't see your comment, Priscilla. I'm sorry. I just see, oh my goodness, that's all I see. And again, I'm just going to recap it in case, in the meantime, right? So why content badging is a CEO move in digital marketing, right? Your homework, right, is to define your content pillars, right? I want you to brainstorm, right? And again, you don't have to brainstorm these 30 ideas. Go talk to ChatGPT. Amarilis, good morning. Go talk to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, one, to help you brainstorm your content pillars, and then to give you that content planner of 30 ideas, right? Do you know other than come live that teach and have ADHD? Do you know other that come live that I don't? I honestly, I don't, because I know that, Lisa, almost there. Do you know other that come live that teach and have? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't. But just because you have ADHD doesn't mean that you cannot go live. That is actually something that you can talk about, right? That you can make part of your storytelling. You know what I mean? I am a mom that has ADHD. And again, you can literally go to TikTok and search ADHD and see what other moms have to say about it. Do you know others that go live and teach this? Or maybe you can be the one to open up that door for those that have it, right? That it could be that if it's possible for you, it could be possible for them. Okay? Anything else? Sarah, good morning. And again, and just a little sneak peek of part two, right? For batching content part two. Thank you, Melissa, for my roses. We are going to be talking more consistency because consistency has a lot to do with our business, right? Improved planning, right? We're going to talk about brand voice, how to like really come out here and use our brand voice. And you know what? I am going to add a note for, to kind of like give you ChatGPT prompts for you to use to identify your content pillars, right? ChatGPT prompts to help you create and maybe even show you. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Let me just add that to Thursday's live. ChatGPT prompts for content pillars and content creation. Okay, I got you. I love that. Right? ChatGPT is ChatGPT is my bestie. Period. Remember, right? Batching content is the secret to showing up consistently without losing your sanity. Now let's get to work. You can ask it to tweak. Exactly. If you don't like something, you can most certainly say, hey, ChatGPT, I really didn't like this. Can you update it? Can you maybe add a little bit more, and tell it your brand voice, okay? 30K. Wait, let me just, where's my sound so I can, right? So I just feel like it is very, very, very important. If you want your business to work, I know a lot of us want to make that money instantly, but we kind of like don't take the time to understand that if you want this to work, you need to be out here putting in the work, okay? You can also change the tone of ChatGPT's response. Exactly. Yes, indeed, Alexis. Okay, how do you do those sounds? I've been wanting to do them in my lives. Okay, Melissa, so when you go live on the right hand side, you know how there's like the business, there's the subscription, then there's the share arrow, and then right next to the share arrow, there's going to be an enhance button. Okay, so the enhance is like a pencil, like a magical pencil. You're gonna click on that pencil, right? And then it's gonna open up a tab, a toolbar with other things. So it's gonna say enhance, it's gonna say effects, stickers, music, voice effects, sound effects, right? Dual camera, background, and boards. So you are going to click on the sound effect button. And it's going to open up, I think, about 7 sound effects. I personally use cheer because clap. Look, I want you to hear how basic clap sounds. And it's so long too. I like to, Vorsa, good morning. I personally like to use cheer. That's legit like my vibes, like hands down. Okay, so again, I hope that you guys found batch creating content part 1 amazing. We went over what batch content creating is, why batch creating content is important. We spoke about mindset shift, right? How we need to treat our content creation like a business, not a hobby. How to define your content pillars, brainstorming content ideas, outlining your content, right? Creating content in batches. We spoke about time management and productivity tips and the benefits of batching your content. So again, on part 2, which is scheduled for this Thursday, we are going to be talking about consistency, improved planning, and brand voice, right? And I'm going to add some ChatGPT prompts for content pillars and content creation, okay? What is your why of staying motivated and keeping us motivated to stay on this journey? My why are my kids, right? And my situation. Thank you, Jolie, for my goal. My why is literally every time Wealth Manager, I feel like quitting, I just go back and I kind of like look at my planner where I have written down my whys. I don't want, I have so much potential. I don't want to work for someone else the rest of my life or till I'm the age of, 65 or older. I want to build my own empire, teach my kids generational wealth, right? So like that, they don't have the burden of have to pay, or deal with the, years of paying student debt loans, right? Because I, for the longest, right, I was paying my student loans because of the degrees that I've got. So I don't want that. So every time I feel like not showing up, I'm like, wait, like there's a purpose why I'm doing this, right? I want that freedom to live life how I want to live, and just visualizing the lifestyle that I want to live. And it's not about buying the most expensive, purses or the cars. For me, is that freedom to just live life freely. Maybe, just like eat healthier, because eating healthier costs money, right? I don't want to budget my coffees anymore. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I want to be the yes mom. I want to travel and build memories for my kids, because for my daughters, right? For my daughters, I missed out a lot of their milestone when they were growing up, because I used to work a full-time job and then I would go to school full-time. So by the time I got home, my daughters, both of them were sleeping. You know what I mean? So I feel like even though right now they're 19 and 18, it's never too late to build memories with your kids. And I am very attached to them and they are attached to me. So it's never too late to still build those memories. So for me, that's a big motivator too. Like, yes, I wasn't really present for you because I was trying to better my life so that you guys never had to struggle. So my whys, I could go for days, okay? Yes, I need to have my husband watch my videos. He has slacked on his YouTube. Thank you so much, Melissa, for stopping by. Thank you. And again, just like always, that's why I tell you guys to really dig deep and write down your whys, because there's going to be, especially when you are a beginner or even when you are trying to take your business serious, you are not going to want to show up. There are days that you're not going to want to show up, but somebody out there is waiting for you. Like I said, right? I don't have a headache anymore. But before I jumped on, I just had that, that headache that I don't want to and I'm so loud too, right? That I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to make it hurt even more. But no, you guys were ready for me when I jumped on. So that made it easy for me to just teach the live and continue, and be present. Maria, good morning. Any questions for me before I jump off? And remember, tomorrow is freestyle. Tomorrow, ask me anything is going to be, I think I'm going to keep it like that. I think Wednesdays are going to be freestyle Wednesday, ask me anything, where I jump on and I answer any questions and we go over whatever you want to go over, okay? And then Thursday, we come back for part 2 of batching content. Hey, 30K. Does anybody have any additional questions for me? Anything at all? Nothing? Okay, so I am just going to jump off to get ready to start my day. Have a fantabulous day, and I hope, wait, let me just check what time I'm going to be jumping on tomorrow. Oh, wow, tomorrow is looking like a back-to-back meeting days for me, okay? So that means I'm going to have to jump on for 7 in the morning tomorrow, okay? So I'll be on for 7 tomorrow, 7 to no, I'm sorry, 7:30. I can do 7:30 to 9. Okay, so again, have a blessed day. Of course, Noemi, and I am going to be downloading this live and adding it to my YouTube channel at some point today. Have a blessed day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.